Taiwan's premier says his country will not collapse like Afghanistan in the event of a Chinese attack.
When asked if Taiwan's political leaders would flee if the enemy arrived at the door, the premier said his people were not afraid of being killed or locked up. He said that Taiwan's people would absolutely protect their country were it attacked.
I am President of the United States of America, and the buck stops with me.
Breaking days of silence, U.S. President Joe Biden admitted Monday that Afghanistan collapsed faster than expected.
Truth is, this did unfold more quickly than we had anticipated.
Biden said he was deeply saddened by the facts we now face, but he defended his decision to end the U.S.'s war in Afghanistan.
I'm deeply saddened by the facts we now face, but I do not regret my decision to end America's war fighting in Afghanistan.
Biden said he inherited a deal struck by Trump with the Taliban, which required that U.S. forces withdraw from Afghanistan. He blamed the Taliban takeover on the Afghan troops' unwillingness to fight the militant group.
Afghanistan political leaders gave up and fled the country. The Afghan military collapsed, sometime without trying to fight. If anything, the developments of the past week reinforced that ending U.S. military involvement in Afghanistan now was the right decision. American troops cannot and should not be fighting in a war and dying in a war that Afghan forces are not willing to fight for themselves.
With Afghanistan unraveling, observers have been quick to draw parallels and warn that Taiwan could face a similar fate. Some in the KMT say the U.S. has abandoned Afghanistan, a sign that it will do the same to Taiwan in the future. Premier Su Zhenchang said Tuesday that Taiwan was not Afghanistan.
不怕被杀被关，我们一定守护这个国家。
We aren't afraid of being killed or locked up. We will absolutely protect our country and defend this land, unlike some people who are always singing the praises of our enemy and eroding morale in Taiwan. We'd like to also tell any foreign forces that want to invade Taiwan or capture Taiwan to get that idea out of their heads. The US, Japan, and countries nearby all have expressed that they care for Taiwan and they deeply value peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait. Taiwanese people must trust their country and know that as long as we believe and defend our land, nobody will be able to invade or swallow us up.
Former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense Elbridge Colby weighed in on Twitter. He emphasized that a PRC attack on Taiwan would directly affect a key interest that the U.S. has focused on for 2 centuries. He said that conflict in the Taiwan Strait would result in a naval or aerospace war in which the U.S. would excel.